So you've played around with the object tracker, which is new in Final Cut Pro. But what you didn't know is that you can use it to color correct, and you can also use it to add blurs. My name's Shai. I'm always appreciative when you join me on the channel. Here's where we level up our film, photo, and storytelling techniques. Let's get started. So now we're going to color correct with Object Tracker. I want to color correct this because it is too sunny to be raining out here. So I want to darken just around her face. So if I'm going to start off with object tracking, now that I'm at my clip, I want to go to my film strip, go to trackers, click the plus sign, and I want the tracking tool here to conform to her face. So you can click the endpoints and shape this right to cover her face. And if you click the forward arrow, it tracks everything forward from where I have it selected. And if you click the back arrows, everything behind. But I want everything to be tracked, so I'm going to click Analyze. Smooth as usual. So now it's been tracked. I'm going to click Done. I'm going to go to Colors and my color wheel and select the mask here and add a shape mask. So I want this to conform to her face as well, because this is the part that I want to stay bright, and everything outside of the mask we want to darken by color correcting. So let's go down a little, make sure this reaches her neck as well so that stays bright. And it's just a subtle color correction I want to do here. So now you can either select inside or outside. I want outside to darken here, so I'm going to lower the brightness a little bit. And if you notice, as I toggle the effect on and off, her face stays bright. I'm going to lower the shadows perhaps, maybe just a tad bit, lower the highlights a little bit as well. That's enough. I don't want it to be too dark. So again, we'll toggle back and forth. I'm happy with that. So now I'm going to click the drop down, select the analyzed object tracking that we did. So now it's rendering and it's linked. I'm going to click Done. Start at the beginning. And now her face is object tracked, stays bright, and it's color corrected dark around her. And if I toggle the effect on and off, you can see again where I tracked and put the mask to color correct. This is how you blur faces with object tracking. So I'm going to find my object here. I'll pick the lady in the middle. I'll go to my film strip, scroll down under the new feature and function called Trackers. I'm going to click the plus sign, and this is what we're going to use to track our object here. So you can click the different points to conform to the actual shape of what you're tracking. So in this case, this lady's face, put it right around the eye here, which is good. And then track all the way to the end, maybe a little closer to the middle here. Now, if you want to track forward from where this clip is, click the forward arrows here. If you want to click behind that, click the backward arrow, but I want to track and analyze the whole clip. So I'm going to click Analyze. And as you can see, it's in real time tracking her face. It's quite smooth and quite fast with Final Cut Pro. Trust me, it's better than any plugin I've ever purchased, and it's nice to know this is free. Perfect. So once it's tracked, you can actually change the name here. I'm going to change it to face. It comes in handy when you're tracking a bunch of different objects. Now I'm going to select and click Done here. And I kind of went to it already, but you're going to type in Gaussian for Gaussian blur here. And then I'm just going to drag this over to her actual face, and watch how quick this is. It already conforms to the shape of her face. Now I'm going to conform it, hit the points here, just so it's literally right on her face. You can try and match that tracker. Now if you scroll up here under Gaussian, you can control the amount of blur. Maybe you just want a little, maybe you want a lot. This is an interrogation scene or someone that can't be on your clip. You can also boost the blur quite extensively or just make it really light, just enough so you can't see your face. And then here under tracker, I'm going to select face, and that way it links to our actual object here. Now I'm going to click done. And then let's see if that worked. Let's start back at the beginning. And if you see, it's tracked pretty smoothly all the way through. And that's the blur effect using the object tracker. I hope you enjoyed today's Swift tip. On this channel is where we always strive to be more creative at work and in our passion projects. Thanks so much for stopping by. I'll see you on the next one.